In this video, we'll be taking a look at 2 NBA games happening on April 21st, 2025, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 4 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 2 NBA games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Detroit Pistons versus New York Knicks. The NBA's regular season and the play-in tournament are now in the books, which means it's officially playoff time. The 6th-seeded Detroit Pistons are heading to New York City to square off against the 3rd-seeded New York Knicks in Game 2 of their best-of-7 series on Monday night. Game 1 took place on Saturday night, and it was a wild one. The Knicks broke things open in the 4th quarter, going on a run that allowed them to take over the game. They ended up pulling away and grabbing a 123-112 win on their home floor, covering the spread as 7-point favorites. Historically, the Knicks have the edge in the regular season series, leading 222-179 overall. That said, Detroit actually won 3 out of 4 against New York this season, including a 115-106 home win just a couple of weeks ago on April 10th. As far as the playoffs go, the Knicks have taken 2 of the 3 series between the two, and each team has notched 8 wins in postseason head-to-head games. Detroit is still without Jaden Ivey, and they'll be monitoring Isaiah Stewart's status as he's listed as questionable for Game 2. On the other side, the Knicks are looking healthy. There's no one on their injury report. Experience is going to matter in a big way here, and New York has the edge, especially with veteran coach Tom Thibodeau calling the shots. Game 1 was a prime example. Thibodeau's squad went on an incredible 21-0 run in the 4th quarter. Even though Jalen Brunson looked like he was dealing with an injury, he still managed to play meaningful minutes down the stretch. Detroit's probably kicking themselves after Game 1. They had a real shot to take the series opener on the road, but couldn't hold off the Knicks' late surge. Now they're down 0-1 and facing a tougher challenge in Game 2. If there was a time to steal one on the road, Saturday might have been it. It's hard to picture them getting a better chance than that. That said, they might be more locked in now that they've had a taste of the postseason. Before Game 1, I was worried about Detroit's lack of playoff experience, and that 4th quarter meltdown only confirmed those concerns. This Pistons group is young, and not many of them have been through deep NBA battles, let alone a playoff game at Madison Square Garden. That place can shake you. It's one of the loudest, most intense playoff environments out there. Right now, the Pistons have dropped 7 of their last 9 games, both straight up and against the spread. The Knicks, on the other hand, have been rock solid. They've covered the number in each of their last 6 games when favored by 5 or more points. They're simply more reliable in this type of high-pressure setting. After how things went on Saturday, the Knicks have every reason to feel good. They've got momentum, they're at home, and they're tough to beat when they get rolling in their own building. The point spread isn't big enough to scare me off. I'm sticking with the Knicks to hold it down at MSG. As our first pick for this matchup, the New York Knicks to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Lately, Detroit has been doing work on the offensive side of the ball. Over their last 10 games, they've averaged 115.6 points per game, which is more than a full point higher than their season average. They're also one of the faster teams in the league, ranking 9th in tempo with nearly 100 possessions per game. Meanwhile, the Knicks are averaging 111 points over that same 10-game stretch, while allowing just over 107 points. They play at a much slower pace, ranking 26th in tempo, but they're still extremely efficient on offense, sitting 5th in the league in that category. And when these teams get together, the scoreboard lights up. 5 of their last 6 meetings have gone over the total, including Game 1, which ended with 235 combined points. Both teams shot the ball really well in the opener, and there's good reason to believe that trend continues. Defense hasn't exactly been the calling card for either side this year, so there's room for strong shooting performances again. With how things looked on Saturday and the overall lack of elite defense, there's a good shot we see another high-scoring battle. As our second pick for this matchup, over the projected total is our full game total pick. Los Angeles Clippers versus Denver Nuggets. The 5th-seeded Los Angeles Clippers will go head-to-head with the 4th-seeded Denver Nuggets on Monday night in Game 2 of their Western Conference first-round playoff series. The matchup is taking place in Denver, and the Nuggets are coming off a narrow 2-point overtime win in the opening game. With that victory under their belt, they're looking to take a strong 2-0 series lead before heading to Los Angeles. In Game 1, the Clippers actually had control for large stretches, even building up a lead of 15 points at one point. But things unraveled down the stretch, mostly due to careless turnovers. Kawhi Leonard, who's usually reliable in high-stakes moments, coughed up the ball 7 times, which really hurt them late in the game. Still, it's not all on Kawhi. The whole team needs to bounce back, and a big part of that will be getting more production from the bench. Only 2 guys scored off the bench, combining for just 13 points, and that's not going to cut it in a playoff game. Oddsmakers don't seem too shaken by the Game 1 result, though. They're still leaning slightly toward the Clippers as road favorites going into Monday's game. Aside from Michael Porter Jr., who just couldn't find his rhythm, most of the Nuggets' main guys stepped up when it counted. That's got to be a good feeling for head coach David Adelman, especially with how Jamal Murray performed. He put up 21 points, grabbed 9 rebounds, and dished out 7 assists in a grueling 48-minute effort, all while nursing a bothersome hamstring. Then there's Nikola Jokic, who was a workhorse per usual, finishing just shy of a triple-double with 29 points, 9 boards, and 12 assists. That level of effort was expected, especially going up against a tough defender like Ivica Zubac, who's in the Defensive Player of the Year conversation. Aaron Gordon also turned heads, completely outplaying Kawhi on both ends of the floor. Denver's defense came into the game locked in, and they made sure Leonard had to fight for every look he got. Game 1 stole the show on day 1 of the playoffs, easily the most thrilling of the bunch. I'm expecting more of the same intensity on Tuesday night. What stood out from Saturday's win was that Denver still pulled it out even though MPJ scored just 3 points. That's unlikely to happen 2 games in a row. I like what I saw from the Nuggets, especially Jokic and the way they defended Kawhi. As our first pick for this matchup, the Denver Nuggets to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. The total for Game 1 closed at 224.5 points, but for Game 2 it's dropped all the way down to 217. That makes sense when you look at how things played out in the opener. Denver wasn't exactly lighting it up, finishing with a field goal percentage of just 43.6%. Still, they've got one of the most efficient offenses in the league, and I'm betting they bounce back to something closer to their usual output. Over the course of the season, Denver led the NBA in overall shooting percentage at 50.5% and ranked 3rd in scoring, averaging 121 points per game. Both teams can shoot the lights out from deep, each ranking in the top 6 in three-point accuracy. They also sit among the league's top 10 in effective field goal percentage, which accounts for the value of threes. The weak link here is Denver's defense. It's shaky at best and ranks toward the bottom in efficiency. That's a green light for the Clippers, who should be in a good spot to put up a big number themselves. I think we're going to see both teams crack the 110-point mark in this one. As our second pick for this matchup, over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.